Hello everyone, my name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today join me for a first look at a brand new game, Constracktion. So if you've not heard about this game before, this is a sandbox railroad simulator sort of game where basically you've got sorts of industries across this map which you've got to connect up with track, and you've got like a track building machine here, and then basically you just have the freedom to connect them all up or cause chaos if you really want to. So this game is made by Lapioware, who has kindly sent me a key to show this off, so thank you to them. They are the same developers who made the Diesel Railcar Simulator game, which is actually a game I've never played before, so I will give that a go at some point. But yeah, we're going to show this off. I'm going to do like a tutorial and run through it, because I've given it a little bit of a go, but it takes a bit of time to get used to the controls. So I'm going to show you that if you're interested in this game, how to play it and what it's all about basically. So join me as we take a first look at Constracktion. So let's start off here in the main menu and I'll show you sort of around the game what you can do with it. So new game is obviously you jump in and start a new game. There's 6 different maps on this. I think they're different sort of like biomes and things like that. I'm not too sure. But obviously you unlock these as you complete other maps. What we're going to do is jump into map 1 anyway today and just take a little look and kind of see how you build track and all that sort of stuff. You can obviously save and load the game and stuff, so if you want to build like a massive network you can. I'm pretty sure you can anyway, so I can imagine that'll take a bit of time, but this is kind of a bit like, from what I've played, it's a bit like Transport Fever, but instead of building the tracks from above, you are the machine building the tracks, which is quite cool. Another thing I wanted to show you was the settings. So obviously you can mess around with your keyboard settings, you can make whatever keybinds you want. You've also got controller commands, which I'm going to try and use a controller today. There's a few things that you need to use a mouse for though, but you can use a controller if you want to. So, shall we jump into it? I think we should. So let's jump into a new game and do it, probably in easy mode actually, and see what this is all about. And here is Constracktion. This is our little track building little tool thing. This is quite cool looking. So yeah, you can see that we're in this massive map, which is basically like a big sandbox. You can build anywhere. I think you can build up the mountains. In the trailer, there's footage of them going up the mountain and then flying over it. If you really want to do that and build bridges and stuff, you can do that. So you can see at the bottom here, we've got the main menu, so you can mess around with different things. Some of the controls are quite interesting on the controller, so I will tell you how to do them. But things like direction and things, you need to make sure you use up and down on the D-pad. Switches and stuff like that you can do as well. You can change like the text size, you can do all sorts. It's really configurable. You can obviously mess around with your power. There's different menus as well, so there's loads of things you can mess around with, loads of different graphics, and also you can buy like new track and stuff. If you're doing this properly, you earn money and you do it properly that way. I'm not going to mess around with that because I'll mess it up somehow, but you can obviously buy your track and earn money, because theoretically what you've got to do is connect up all the different industries and make money that way. So like I say, very similar to the likes of Transport Fever. However, you're very much in the map instead of being over the map, if that makes sense. Anyway, should we jump on in? So if you press L1 on the controller or 2 on the keyboard, you jump into the cab. Look at this. This is very cool looking. Now I don't know what this is, but what I do know is that once you've built it all, you can actually drive freight trains and stuff on this. So you can actually build it and then you drive it, which is really cool. So it's kind of like you build the tracks like you would in Transport Fever, and then it's a bit like a railroader sort of thing where you then go and drive it yourself if you really want to. So it's a really cool idea. You can as well, if you want to, you can run around the map. So there you go. Look, you can run around your cab if you want to. You can run out the train. You can you can pretty much run anywhere, because one of the key things as well that you have to do is place like signals and posts and things like that as well. So it's very, interactive, and you do pretty much whatever you want to do. Right, so I think we need to start laying some tracks. So we need to go over there towards that little, I don't know what that is, but it's got a silo in it. So to actually get moving, you need to make sure that you've got the power thing highlighted. If you use left and right on the D-pad, you can see you can go around. And then also you can press power by pressing up on the D-pad. And it starts applying some power. Watch this. We'll start going eventually. There you go. We are moving. We are moving. I don't know whether there's a horn or anything. No, there's no horn. That would have been really cool to have a horn. So yeah, you need to make sure to pay attention to what you're doing, because these things go quick. If you start applying way too much power, it will go. The amount of times it took me to sort of like build between here and that first industry, and I started crashing into it because I weren't paying attention. So in the tutorial it tells you the track layer has automatic transmission, but sometimes the gears don't engage. Drop a notch of power to get some more gear. Okay, cool. Nice. So if you're finding that you've not got enough power, knock it down a gear and it will act like it's an actual gear stick. That's quite cool actually. There we go, we're going along. So as you can see, as we go along the track, once we get to the bit where there's no track, it becomes basically like a truck, and then it starts laying the track, which is really cool. once we get to this end of the track, you'll see a little red line pop up, and then you can start going. So let's slowly do it. Slowly does it now. So you'll see any minute now there'll be a little red line come up, and that's where you're building the track. So we've got to follow this line, and as you can see, as we go, you start laying the track. Look at this, and you can go as fast as you want. You can go 100 mile an hour laying the track if you really want to. You just need to make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. So obviously, as this is a tutorial, we are going pretty much straight on, but as you can see, you can follow the line. You can also mess around with it so you can steer. To steer, you need to mess around with that one. I will show you that when we come to steer, because otherwise I'll go completely off track. But we'll keep going, or completely off track. We're not actually built the track yet, so we wouldn't be going off track, would we? Haha. Right, let's get slowed down before this industry, because we don't want to crash into it. So as you can see, we are still building some tracks. So there you go, we've built it all the way. We've built 0.74 miles of track apparently. And then you stop here. There you go, cool, we're all connected, so let's slow down. So next we've got to connect up the coal mine to the west, which I think is that over there. Reverse a short distance, stop, and then build a left-hand turnout. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's get going backwards. So, I don't know whether there's a way you can configure the actual controls on a controller. It'd be like nice to be able to do like right trigger and left trigger to be able to go forwards and backwards, but I don't think you can do that. So there may be a way to do it on the controller. I'll find out. But if there's not, it's just the D-pad where you go up and down, which I think once you get your head around that, it's pretty easy to remember. Right, so let's get slowed down and let me get in the cab so you can see that the track is there. So we need to turn right and then do like a straight bit and then turn right. So let's slow right down there and then build a little turnout. So once we stop, it should prompt us to build one. You can build one wherever you want. So build turnout, and then I think you've got to press down to go left or up to go right. There you go, and it builds one. So if you actually want to get rid of that, do that, and then do that, and you can see one builds to the right as well. So if you want to build it in whichever way you want to, just press up or down on the D-pad. And then you pretty much go forward and do it. You keep going. So you start applying your power. Not that way though, because we're going backwards. So go forwards and then apply your power. Here we go. So you can see now we're building to the right-hand side. So it will keep going around. You need to make sure to pay attention to it. We're aiming towards those little lines over there. So once it gets to that bit, you can also steer it. So if you press down, it steers one way, and if you press up, it steers the other way. There you go. So we're pressing up, so we're straight in and out now. There you go. Cool, there you go. So you can see we're heading straight on, and you can line it all up. There you go. So we're going straight towards there, and then as we get a bit closer to it, we can also turn right into the actual coal mine. Right, there we go. Let's start steering it. Let's slow down a little bit as well. You can see as well, it's going to line up perfectly, hopefully, with the tracks for the coal mine. We'll keep turning it a little bit more. There you go. We're hopefully going to get straight on there, and it should lock on. There you go. So it's locked on. Let's slow down a little bit, and then we'll come straight into the coal mine, just like that. How perfect is that going to be? There we go. We have connected up to the coal mine. Nice. That was relatively easy, to be fair. Awesome. Right, let's slow down there then. So what do we need to do next? An AI freight train is starting. Reverse out the way until it has cleared the path to its destination. Ah, cool. We got some freight trains. Nice. Okay. Oh, you can see it there. Awesome. Right. We need to shift. So let's go backwards. Oh, it's going to crash into us. Come on. Let's go. Hopefully it doesn't crash into us anyway. Come on. Ah, it's going to get us. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh, it actually kind of reacts to us. Okay, that's good. So it does react to what we need to do. So we need to completely shift out the way. Maybe, I don't know, possibly, should we build, because where is that going to go? Is that going to go to the little mine over there? I'm thinking, should we build like a little junction? That might be a good thing to do. That train's still coming though, so where is that going to go? It's not going to like us because it's going to have to go on a loop. So can we build backwards whilst we're going backwards? I hope so. Uh-oh, here comes the train. Okay, right, let's see what it does. I may have completely messed this up though. Let's see. I mean, let's figure it out. Hopefully, this train figures it out as well. Actually, thinking about it, it needs to go backwards into the thing anyway, doesn't it? Surely it needs to go backwards to pick up the stuff. I don't know. We'll soon figure it out. It's giving off some tones, which is quite cool. How do we set off tones? I want to figure that out because it'd be really cool to like honk back. I know it's like not really got a horn, or it shouldn't have a horn, but it'd be cool to do that anyway. Right, we're going around this way. What's it going to do? Is it going to follow us and then go backwards? I really hope so, because otherwise we've messed this up. But still, you can get an idea of what's going on. Right, let's keep going. So this is going to come around and hopefully stop. So this is kind of like a little shunter, but you can do like big freight wagons as well, which is quite cool. Let's stop there and let's see what it does. I would imagine it's just going to want to go backwards. Oh, it's going backwards. Nice. Okay, so it's quite smart. Okay, I'm really impressed with that. I didn't think it would go backwards. Let's go right up to it, because we may need to do some stuff anyway. So let's go right up to it and maybe give it a bit of a push as well. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's reacting to our movements. Okay, cool. So because we're going up to it, it's thinking, okay, I'll go backwards. Ah, really cool. There you go. So this is awesome. The AI actually, thinks about it as well. That's awesome. And there we go. It's gone. It's in there. Lovely stuff. Right, so what do we need to do next? Have we earned some money from that? I certainly hope so. Right, the AI train is back, so we need to get out the way. So let's do that, shall we? Let's go completely out the way. We maybe didn't need to come all this way, but it's okay. We'll get out the way, and let's see what it wants to do next. Oh, it's following us again. That's quite cool how it reacts to you, though, so it's not going to crash into you, which is a shame, really. But if I was to full beans it, would it let me crash into it? That's the brilliant thing with this, though. From what I've seen, you can cause chaos. These mountains, you can fly off them if you really want to. Right, let's keep going out the way so it can come on through and then it can go backwards, which will be very cool. So obviously you can just mess around doing all sorts of stuff here if you really, really want to. This is actually quite a bit of fun. Right, let's stop there and let's see what this AI train does. Is it going to go back on itself? I certainly hope so. Oh, there's a little time toggle here. If you press up, you can speed it up. Oh, nice, off it goes. Okay, so you don't have to wait for it. Nice. Okay, so that's going back over there. Ah, cool. Okay, nice. So now that's gone back into the coal mine. Is that going to pick up some more coal, go back and then start, doing some more power stuff? That's how you earn your money then. So basically by connecting up your industries, very similar to Transport Fever, where you connect up your industries and you start earning money that way. We've earned £10,000. Ah, nice. Look at that. Awesome. So we can use that 10k to buy some stuff from the menu. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so you can buy some dirt, you can buy some track, you can buy some trains as well. Ah, nice. Buy fast locomotive, medium-sized locomotive. Ah, really cool. So yeah, the menu is quite interesting. I'd like to see maybe some images or something like that. That could be really, really cool. But there we go. We've done it. And we can speed up some time and let it do what it needs to do once more. So here comes the train. Nice. Oh, it's got 3 lots of coal this time. Maybe we need to move out the way a bit more, but it's okay. Oh, it's crashed into us. Oh dear. I have a horrible feeling I've broken it. Of course I have. Can we actually go out and decouple it? I would imagine so. It has crashed into us, so I should have kept going. Oh, no, it's still going. Okay, so it's managed to decouple itself. Okay, that's smart. So there you go. So that is how you do it. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to reverse a bit because I'm in the way here. So let me just reverse a little bit more, and then it should be all good. Ah, cool. You can mess around with the time of your actual train. So if you want to keep moving it, you can do. Nice. There you go. This is actually really, really cool. There's so much you can do with this. Let's stop there and let's do some more time, shall we? Let's see what our train does and let's see what else it picks up. Because hopefully then we start earning some more money. Right, off it goes to go and get some more coal. So I'm guessing once it goes into there, we've earned some more money. Ah, brilliant. Okay, so this is like a little way to earn a lot of money. Just kind of watch the trains do them things. But there's something over there. I don't know what that actually is over there. There's some industries in that sort of direction too. So there's loads you can do on this. You obviously build up industries as you go along, I think, as well. Ah, there we go. We've earned another 10k. We've got a right money maker here. So, in no time you can build your own locomotive and all sorts of stuff. Ah, brilliant. I'm really, really enjoying this. This is going to be a lot of fun. What does intrigue me is that each time it levels up, so you can see there that it's now got 4 coal wagons, which we'll need to move out the way for, obviously. But what's quite interesting is that as it levels up, it can carry more and more coal, which means you can earn more and more money, which means you can build more and more track and cause more and more chaos. I like the sound of that. What you can also do whilst we're waiting is you can actually see what else we can do. Ah, there's a mini-map. Okay, that's cool. And you can also see what you've done. So target is 7. We've now done 4. Okay, so we need to get the coal mine to at least level 7. So the all-important question is, are we going to level up this time? Or is that for the max you can level it up to? Obviously, this is the tutorial. So once you open up the other maps, you can probably expand them further. Right, so that's quite interesting. So we didn't level up that time, so I'm guessing that coal mine's fully leveled up. So we'd need to start leveling up the other coal mine in order to level up and go to the next map, which is something we'll do in a live stream or something like that, because I feel like we've shown quite a lot for this, and to be fair, this is a lot of fun. I'm going to enjoy this. But anyway, now that we've got a coal train moving along, what do I think about this game? Honestly, I think it's quite a lot of fun. There's still so much more that we haven't touched quite yet, which I want to do in the live stream, because I feel like live streams are better for those sorts of things, because we can mess around with more things and get more of the chat to kind of control what we do and where we go. But yeah, it's a really cool idea that you are the one that is building the track, and then eventually, you know, you build this network and you connect up industries and stuff like that, and you can have a lot of fun on the way. So I can see myself having a lot of fun with this game, because like I say, it's very similar to Transport Fever and sort of City Skylines and those sorts of games, and also Railroader if you like that sort of game as well. So, you know, big props to Lapioware. They've done a really good job on this, and this is going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, now that we've given a first look of Constracktion, I'm going to leave that video there. So let me know in the comments what you think about this game, and all the sorts of details about it, like price and whatever else, will be linked in the description if you want to go and pick it up for yourself. So there we go, that was my first look at Constracktion. So thank you all for watching this video. I've been Richie, and I'll hopefully see you all next time. Bye bye.